There we go. Okay, I think we're live now. Just move that over there.
I do believe it looks like.
Oh, yeah, got the notification. That over there.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's still not on Twitch yet. Twitch seems to
Yes.
take... Does it?
No,
Oh.
it's showing me online, I do believe.
Oh, Twitch always seems to take the longest on here. Oh, yeah, there it says online now. Weird. Well, everyone, hello. From Matt and Josh, you sell comics. Oh, that's a little bit lower for you. Hold on. Just fix the...
I'm bringing my volume down because I think I sound loud.
I don't know, the Instagram thing has this higher than normal. Hold on. Break it down.
Maybe it's because we're too cool.
No, I mean, you are. I'm not.
I don't know about that. Together.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Move it down a bit. Oh, that's so weird. That it puts it. The Instagram doesn't. It puts this right at the top instead of just below where I had it before. Weird. Anyways,
Seems to be working.
yeah, I'm just moving it now. Looks a little, yeah, looks a little better. Okay, sorry, some technical issues. Just like we have the site this week.
Every
Matt and Josh from Sell Comics. This week again with some live 1 hour auctions on the site, usellcomics.com, which you're more than welcome to go bid on for the next hour.
the whole hour.
The whole hour. And then oh, we also, so I've kind of come up with the name for this thing, Slinging Books and Selling and Talking Shop. I don't know if that's going to stick or not. I originally said Selling Books and Josh suggested Slinging Books. And then I came up with that. So, yeah, so it's a weekly-ish, well, we've been doing it every week so far.
Pretty good.
Stream, just to promote the new website, You Sell Comics, where everyone can sign up and sell their comics for one flat rate instead of any commission. No commission on sales. Yeah, so usellcomics.com. So we also, while we do this, we also talk about the news of the week, the shop, the pop culture that comics is in and that we are a part of, sort of, I guess.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So let's actually start the show. The stream, whatever. I can't believe I call this a show.
Let's talk about the comics, yeah?
What?
No. What are we starting with?
Well, not that he was in any comic franchise yet, but Michael K. Williams passed away this week, which is super sad because he was a great actor. Obviously, everyone knows him for Omar. We just finished Lovecraft Country, and he was great in that.
He's so good in that.
Yeah. Not sure what happened, which sounds like it might have been some mental health issues or some possible accidental drug overdose, something or other. Super sad to hear that. Very talented actor, might actually get nominated for another Emmy this year and win.
Yeah.
But that super sucks. So just, thoughts go to his family and that's shitty. Okay, so let's bring it off the downer and we'll talk about the books we have on auction for the hour today. So we have, starting with Uncanny X-Men 222, classic cover, Wolverine Sabretooth on the cover, X-Men versus the Marauders. That is up for $1 right now, with a buy me now of $10. Pretty good condition. I'd say I estimated it at very fine plus. Looking at it here, there's not really any color breaking spine ticks. Corners look pretty good. Does need a bit of a clean in the end there. That can get cleaned off, but yeah, looks pretty good. It's kind of Wolverine Day today. We have a couple Wolverine things like that cover. We also have up for auction all new Wolverine issue number 1. with Laura Kinney. Again, so we expect, and this kind of ties into maybe speculation of a news article came out today about Marvel issued a new slate of unknown movies, but
Yes.
I can't imagine she won't be part of the X-Men or the MCU universe as X-23, probably taking over the Wolverine mantle after 10 years now. Like, they
Yeah.
start with Wolverine, he does five, that actor, he does like 3 or 4 movies, a big event, and then they move on to the next actor and pass the mantle to whoever's playing X-23 or her.
Yes.
So again, a pretty nice copy up for bid. Say it's a near mint for sure. No spine ticks, unread copy. I was gonna send this away to CGC and slab it, but I felt like with it taking so long and having stuff to put on the site that people might enjoy themselves to display and or read, obviously is helps. So yeah, so we have Wolverine #1 with the and then the final piece, which is a classic Wolverine cover, Wolverine #8 with the Hulk. Beautiful copy.
Yes.
Say it's a near mint minus, unread, no visible spine ticks whatsoever. Corners look fantastic. Yeah, love that cover of Hulk and Wolverine there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's up for bid as well. Starting bid is $1. If you have any questions or anything like that about the site or how to sign up or bid or sell things, by all means, let us know in the chat. So this week we extended the trial. Instead of 1 month, we're doing 3 months now. Just to give people a bit more time to get to know the site, promote it. We're obviously getting increased traffic every day, which is super sweet, and a lot of signups. And hopefully that's going to continue with people giving it a try for 3 months. So yeah. Also, there is a update coming to the site next week to add some things. I saw a preview of it today with the developers, and one thing that we have been working on and optimizing is speed of the website, and we're gonna start with a instead of loading all the things all at once, we're gonna implement a pagination of like 50 bucks at a time, and it's gonna load server side instead of device side now. So it should load super quick. I mean, it's already quick now, and I'm super happy about it right now, but it's going to be even better, especially for mobile. Mobile has been kind of like super slow once you want to load the front page, but now that it's going server side, it should be fantastic.
Sweet.
So that's coming in the week. Also, some new sorting options are going to be there.
Oh.
And what else? There's something else. Oh yeah, you'll be able to search by vendor as well, or see a list of vendors. And you'll also be able to sort a vendor by excuse me, by location. So if we have a store, a local comic book shop that's selling, and they have local pickup, and you want to see if they're in your city or they're in your state, you can search for comic shops in your state. So
cool.
or country or whatever, province, etc.
Or
country
or territory.
Territory, yes.
Yes.
So that's coming too. Yeah, and sorting options and more results per search page, and lots of good things. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. So after the Michael K. Williams thing, the next topic, which makes me super sad if it happens, is because of the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit, the way that Disney's handled it. The Russo brothers are hesitant now to jump back in and direct a movie.
Yes.
and or property with Marvel.
Yes.
They're worried about how they'll be paid, how it'll be released. Um,
And we blame them.
we blame the Russo brothers or we blame Disney?
Uh, or sorry, the Russo brothers. Can we blame them for feeling like that? No, we
No.
can't.
Oh, no, of course
Yeah,
not.
no.
Yeah, I'd want to know for sure. Now, like now that before when they signed all these contracts before the pandemic, you had no idea this was going to happen and it was going to play out this way. But now that you know kind of what state the world is in,
Sure.
you should be able to figure out, excuse me, what what your release plan is going to be, and if there's points on streaming and backend and net versus gross and whatever. So if they lose the Russo brothers, I feel like it's going to be harder for them to continue to bring in talent like that. And then if it's harder for
Yes.
them to bring in talent like that, I'm super worried that Feige's just going to walk. Like he,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I could see that. Like, I feel I feel like the hooks are deep.
well, they essentially gave him the keys of the kingdom, Magic Kingdom, as it were. But
Yeah.
but to like screw with his talent like that and not give him carte blanche to, I mean, I understand not letting Kevin Feige, do the contract and pay whatever enormous amount of money
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. end up getting in the end, or Scarlett Johansson, who reportedly got 20 million for this film, deserved it.
Sure. Of course.
Do you wanna do you wanna piss off the guy who's made your turned your movies into, what is it? Is it 10 billion now they've grossed over the 23 movies? It's got to be at least over 5 billion, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely pretty high.
Or at least
I've
a net over 5 billion compared to what the, and plus the merchandising and the comics, the Marvel comics sell well, are still selling well, I think comparatively to DC. You can't see DC monthly or weekly sales anymore because they're not with Diamond, but
yeah.
comparatively, other than Batman and well, Batman. I don't know how popular Superman is these days, but other than Batman and some like James Tynion titles, separate titles, um, like why wouldn't you want the Russo brothers to do? I don't know, when you get to it, the Age of Apocalypse in the MCU or something
Yeah.
like that, where it's an extinction level event again of mutants, and like, say what you want about Endgame, it was great. It wasn't as great as Infinity War,
Yeah.
but they did Infinity War and Winter Soldier. Like two of the best, those are the top two, I would say. The MCU is Winter Soldier and Infinity War,
Yeah.
and whether you think they stuck the landing or not with the Endgame, it's still like holy fuck, dude. That's like, oh, when Cap picks up the hammer, dude, come on.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about this with somebody this week actually about certain moments in the MCU that were like just those like downright like wow, like
Yeah.
wow slash like from what I mean, from the comics that you get that that earthly childly vibe, I guess, like in your bones.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and I would say that that definitely happened a few times while watching Shang-Chi, but we'll
Oh
talk about
yeah.
that later.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that
You went
later.
to, I haven't seen it yet, but you went to see it. Let's have your thoughts. No,
Oh, I was
obviously no
gonna say
spoilers.
it's much farther down the list of the news uh
Oh, you want to talk about it at the end?
items.
Oh well, actually,
But
we can talk about it in. Well, actually, our next our next item is Simu Liu reacts to YouTubers who expected Shang-Chi to flop. So he
yes,
posted I guess he screen capped all the YouTube um haters making videos about his movie being a flop, and he just put lol over it and then posted that on Instagram, or yeah, on Instagram, I guess. um so it's not a flop.
no, it is
it
not.
made pretty decent money for being released in a pandemic. um
The most ever since, right? Like it made
I'm
10
sure.
million
I'm
more
sure it
than
beat
Black Widow did.
Tenet for sure.
Yeah, obviously it made more than Tenet.
Okay, well, you talk about that. I'll look it up.
Well, I will say there was a bunch of moments in the film that were very good. The film overall was decent. I
Yeah,
liked it a lot. I wouldn't say it was like the best Marvel movie I've ever seen. It was
right,
definitely very high up there.
right.
If we were to rate it out of 10,
Mm.
I would give it a 8.1.
8 point. We're on the decimal scale. 8.1. Okay.
I'm
Um.
always a decimal guy.
I have heard that the fight scenes are pretty amazing. They're chef's
Yes,
kiss.
they're good.
Chef's kiss.
They're very good.
Um. Yeah. So far it's done 166 million worldwide, and that's without being released in China. I guess China said no to this movie. Um.
You're like, "Mm-mm."
But opening was 75 million for the weekend. Let me just look up what Tenet was for the opening weekend. Tenet. So Tenet made domestic opening was 9 million. So yeah, it definitely made more than Tenet's opening in a pandemic world.
Yeah.
Um, and it's already beat its domestic. Wow, Tenet only made 58 million domestically over its entire run. That's crazy.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what? In all honesty, I've never seen it. Did you? Have you watched it? I love Christopher
what
Nolan movies, but I just couldn't get it.
I
Couldn't get
watched
it.
it.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was a lot. It was good, but I was also just a little bit stoned off marijuana, and the movie was pretty all over the place. Like, I feel like they really just threw money at him, and they were like, "You can make
Do
whatever
it.
you want."
Do whatever you want.
And he's like, I'm gonna make a movie about time travel." And they're like, "Is there gonna be guns and stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they're like, all right, like that's probably pretty okay. And then he made that movie.
We'll let you, as long as you use guns, we'll let you do it. Okay. If anyone has seen Tenet and or Shang-Chi already, let us know in the chat and let us know your thoughts. We so I guess it's also now in the 45-day window for being released on Disney Plus.
That's
Here
what they
they're
said,
supposed to be.
yes.
Oh, okay. So you live in a fairly giant city. Was there a lot of people there in the theater?
Yeah, so it's funny that you mentioned that. So I was definitely like a little bit worried about going to the theater, obviously, first time in, the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And I actually was able to keep track of how many seats were available versus how many weren't available at different like theaters.
Right.
So I just waited till like kind of like the last 2 hours before the movie and then checked which one was like the emptiest
Uh,
and then went with that one. So I
Wait,
think
didn't? Oh, you checked online to see what the seats
yes,
were.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think at the time when I booked my tickets there
Yeah.
was 45 seats
Taken.
taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
theater of like what, 200?
Almost 200 and they have to block off
The seat,
two
two
seats
seats.
beside you
Right.
each group. So,
So it
yeah,
was like 1/3 full then.
I would say 1/3 full, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you feel safe?
Yeah, I'd say it felt all right.
Were
I'd say
people
it
wearing
felt
masks inside in the theater?
yeah, unless they were like eating or whatever, but I
Yeah.
believe once you sat down, you were allowed to take your mask
Oh,
off.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. So we'll see what the our city's rather small that I
Hmm.
live in. So I'll see what there's supposed to be rules coming for show your passport, vaccine passport, or proof of vaccination to get in. So if that comes before the 45 days, we might go. If it doesn't, then we might just wait and pay for it to watch at home. I honestly think, I don't know. I'm totally fine with like it. Although I really want to see Eternals, and I don't think I want to wait for that. But
So
I
good.
don't know. I don't know. We'll make a decision when we make a decision, I guess.
Of course.
Um, so we have 39 minutes left in the 3 1 hours that we put up today. Uncanny X-Men 222, all new Wolverine #1, and the Wolverine #8 classic cover of Hulk and Wolvie. Okay. Next item, which you can even watch the trailer for this, right? The Injustice. So they released an Injustice animated trailer that's coming out, the movie or movies. Um, did you get to watch it, or did it totally crap out on you?
No, I did get to watch it. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and
It looks pretty cool. They made the Joker look like a giant gargoyle, kind of.
yeah, I guess.
Other than
Um,
that, not
yeah,
bad.
he doesn't really like in the trailer. I don't think he really looks like that in the game though,
Not even
which is
close.
weird. But
Yeah, it was weird.
yeah, so that comes out October 19th on digital Blu-ray, Ultra HD Blu-ray combo pack. Um,
Oh.
so there is a video game called Injustice, and then there's a comic Injustice. The Injustice
Comic
comic
came
has
out
gone a
after,
lot
right?
farther than the
The comic came out after the game, right?
I think they coincided actually.
Hmm.
I want to say actually, but let me double check on that. I'm pretty sure they came out like one was part of the other. Justice comic. They've obviously gone a lot farther in the comics now. I'm on I finished volume 4 last year. I have to get volume 5. But let's see. Oh, maybe it was released after. Hold on. Justice is American comic series as a prequel to Injustice Gods Among Us. Series written by Tom Taylor and Brian Pucciletto. It's released digitally. Oh, it was only released digitally by DC Comics from 2013 and 2016. Then later released in trade paperback form. I think when did the game come out?
Here, the first one was.
Came out April. Oh, it came out the same year. So they probably like were collabing. Like, hey, we'll make this video game. Hey, we'll do a comic about it.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
yeah. So far there's been 153 digital issues and 60
Hmm.
in print. Oh, and it's still
Wow.
ongoing. Oh, that's says it's
Huh.
ongoing. Hmm. Okay. Um, yeah. So I left off on volume 4. I have to get around to volume 5. I think volume 6 is out too this year. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, the trailer looks good. Good voice cast again. Anson Mount, Kevin Pollak.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be pretty close to the game slash comic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've always, you know what, I've always found, and people can talk about this in the chat too. I've always found the DC animated way better than the DC live action stuff they've been doing.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. And it's been like that for what, the last, what do you want to say, 5, 6 years?
Yeah, like there are some like not all the
Really good
Batman,
ones.
not all the Batman animated are great, but
There's
there's
some
some really,
dandies.
yeah, let me oh, and there's Superman, the Superman versus that Superman one with versus the five. If anyone knows it off the top of it in the chat, let me know. Superman versus crap. What's the name of it? Try to look it
I'm
up
drawing a
once.
blank. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all good.
Superman. Superman, Batman, Superman. Superman, Batman, Apocalypse was good. Do we not have that movie?
Hmm. Not, not even sure.
Versus the Elite? Is it the Elite?
Not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
Oh,
Hold on, let me
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Justice League Dark Apocalypse War was good. Oh, Doom was good. Death and Return of Superman was okay.
Yeah.
Here, DC original animated movies. Justice League, Superman, Batman. Maybe it is versus the Elite. That was really good. No, that doesn't sound right. Come on, somebody's got to tell me. Reign of Superman was okay. Oh, Justice League versus the Fatal Five. Yeah, that one's good. Wait, was that one? Let me look. I'm so confused. There's so many movies. Kevin Conroy. Yeah, Kevin Conroy. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So they've been really good. The DC animated, far better than they've been putting out in live action.
2019 when it came out.
So I wonder if they'll do like another sequel to this movie that matches the Injustice 2 video game as well.
It would make sense.
We'll see. See about that.
I guess it depends on how the run of the first one does, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. Next up this week, Jason Aaron is launching King Conan. He's currently writing Conan already, but I guess they're starting a new series, King Conan, which takes place after, I mean, when when Conan's old. There's always rumors about. Well, actually, I think Arnold's finally getting around to doing that, but there's always been rumors about him doing a movie of King Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I mean, it's at some point. I'm sure it happened in. Oh yeah, The Legend of Conan announced again. So it's been talked about for years, whether that's good or bad. That we still want. Yeah. I mean, I did watch. So I read. So last year I got a Conan omnibus that from the old Dark Horse that Kurt Busiek did. Love that. I do have a pull list for Conan included for the Jason Aaron stuff, and I read the first 14 so far. I think 10 maybe. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. So and I did. So when I started reading Conan again, I went back and watched both movies.
Oh.
Man, there are some fantastic special effects in those movies, but
that there is.
You know, Jason Momoa got a chance to do it, and he wasn't that bad. It's just the story was like they could have done him. They could have done it so much better.
And I forgot about that.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about that. Jason Momoa was Conan for one movie.
Oh,
I mean, he's got the right look. He's a good enough actor to do it. It's just yeah, it was really bad. Okay, so King Conan looks like one of 6, so limited series starts December 15th. Now see the first step of King Conan's fateful journey from Apollonia. An old and terrible danger threatens him, saga of the Sumerian once and for all. Yeah, so put that on your pull list if you are a Conan fan and a Jason Aaron fan. That comes out December 15th for the first issue. Okay, so Sony had what Sony have? Oh, Showcase. And they teased some new Marvel games. The first is a Wolverine video game.
Yes, crazy.
Yeah, it's not much of a trailer.
Not much, but
it's by Insomniac Games, who did the first Spider-Man game for Sony. And then
they did both, right? They did all of them, did they not?
Oh, they did the Miles Morales expansion,
okay.
or semi-sequel or whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I never, even though I had a PS4, I never played Spider-Man. I should probably get around to it when I get a PS5. Because they also showed this.
2 years?
yeah, when it's available in 2 years. Um, but yeah, if it's as bloody as did you ever play the Xbox 360 Wolverine Origins game?
I did.
Oh, that game
My
was
brother plays it royally.
game was so good. If it's like that, I'm totally in.
That'd be amazing.
Like, and I
But I don't know if they'll do one of those again because they didn't care back then.
yeah, because the
Like
movie
they
was
were
so
really like
bad.
they were like whatever makes money, boom, boom, boom,
Mhm.
boom, boom. And I mean, I'll be real. Like when you get down to brass tacks, the gameplay and like whatever was pretty bad, but like it was violent and it was fun to play. It was fun. So
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
Yep. Yeah. So, no release date on that, or whether it'll be rated M or not.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So excited about that. They also announced Spider-Man 2 with a trailer.
That I
Um,
didn't even watch.
you didn't even watch the trailer? Well,
I
here you
did
go.
not. Oh, okay. So we'll just do. We're
I
doing
have
it.
to
Okay.
void the void mute the voiceover. But it sounds. I'm pretty sure it's Craven is the villain.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
They're still looking for their Craven, right? Or no? Did they cast?
Uh,
No, they
no, they
casted what,
cast what's his name?
Aaron Taylor Johnson,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That's Craven.
Right, right.
But for what though? Like
For Craven.
he's not gonna be in No Way Home,
No,
is
I
he?
thought it was a separate movie. No, I thought it was gonna be a separate movie.
Oh my goodness, Sonny.
Oh, they gave him the things, eh? Look at that. Oh,
So dual Spider-Men.
so sick. Oh, so sick.
And then the big reveal. Who's it gonna be? Who does Sony want to push right now?
Well, I think I know. Tantalizing.
Yeah. Oh, oh yeah, there you go. So Venom's gonna be in the game.
Oh boy. So yeah.
So yeah, so
I could
that's
see them doing it like where he's like a continuous villain, like he's kind of just poking Spider-Man throughout the like the story or whatever.
oh, you think he's gonna be a villain and not a playable character?
Oh, oh, okay, okay,
Well,
I see what
because I mean, like if you watch it again, the voiceover sounds like I'm pretty sure it's Craven. I don't know that they specifically expressed that, but the way he was talking, like I've been trying to find a challenge and no one's been able to step up, and then
you're.
Venom says I'll step up. Sounds like Craven to me. Um,
Could be, could be.
yeah, so that's not coming until 2023, so we have some
Love it.
time. With all these
Time to
game
take a
companies
nap.
announcing things way too early.
Way too
Um,
early.
just yeah, like that Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady. Releasing 2025. I mean, it's 2023, but they announced it a year ago, so you have to wait 4 years for it to come out.
Yeah.
3 years for it to come out, and then you know it's going to get delayed when it comes up on a year. So I don't know.
Oh my
Companies need to stop spending so much money on marketing and just hold it for the 6 months. You know it's good, it's golden. The
gold.
game's gone gold. You've worked out
Just
all the
gold.
bugs. Then do the ad blitz. Then announce it at E3 the 6 months
Uh,
before. Yeah. Um.
Imagine
Okay, so just this came out today. Marvel Studios dates 4 new untitled movies for 2024. Our X-Men, Captain America, and Deadpool Cap 4. Well, we already know Cap 4's coming because
that.
Anthony Mackie
He's
signed on
signed
to
on.
play Cap in a
Yeah,
movie.
signed on.
And Deadpool 3. So the dates are. Okay, so here we go. So we have Eternals, Spider-Man this year, Doctor Strange, Thor, Black Panther, and Captain Marvel sequel next year. Wow, Ant-Man's not coming out till 2023. Then you have Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania. And then wow,
2 years. It's
that
crazy.
has 5 movies in 2023.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, Untitled Marvel movie, which I think is Guardians 3, and then Fantastic Four, Blade, and then one more movie at the end of November
I mean,
2023.
there's 4 in 2022, so
Yeah, but stepping it up to 5 in a year.
Yeah.
Maybe they have ramped up enough with that and Star Wars that they'll have one new thing every month. Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars.
I could see them putting on that wave.
And whatever
I
else
could see
they've taken over from
whatever else they have
Fox, like
stolen.
Predator, Alien, because there's apparently a new Alien coming. Because
Like
Marvel did a new book for Alien, so Marvel at this point, I don't think Marvel's gonna make a new book for something that's they're not gonna exploit streaming wise, right?
really.
Another note: Walt Disney's releasing Last Duel. That's right. The Last Duel is coming out October 15th. Ron's Gone October 22nd. West Side Story October 10th. Nightmare Alley from Del Toro December 17th. And the Kingsman prequel. Kanto will be a shortened 30 days. Rob Marshall's upcoming live action Little Mermaid has been dated for May 26th, 2023.
Whatever they can do to make money, eh?
As much as I like Matthew Vaughn, do we need another Kingsman prequel?
Well, the second one wasn't great.
The second sequel. The sequel to the first one?
Yes.
They've already had one prequel, haven't they?
There was
So there's three
first one,
Kingsman
the
movies right
sequel,
now,
and then the
right?
prequel, right?
There's
Oh,
yeah,
Christ.
yeah, and now this is the start of the Kingsman organization, I guess, from World War One. I guess because it makes money, they keep making them, but I don't know that those movies are. It's not James Bond as much as it wants to be James Bond. It's not James Bond.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I saw a report today that the new Bond movie is the longest yet at 163 minutes.
That's a lot of moody scenery.
Not
And
sure that
that's
I want to watch
unintended.
that in theaters. And I don't remember the last one being all that good either. Spectre?
It was not that. It was okay.
Like Skyfall was fantastic. One of the best Bond movies
tasty.
made. Especially for Daniel Craig. Like Casino Royale and Skyfall, top tier.
Yeah.
Quantum Solace. Was it Quantum Solace?
I enjoyed Quantum Solace.
Oh, you did?
I did. I enjoyed.
You were the only one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So we have 20 minutes left on those auctions.
I'm taking a look at the Wolverine number 8. I tell you, Matt, I might put down a bid.
Yeah, well, so the reserve price is, I'm gonna tell you the reserve price is pretty high because it's a pretty nice book. But yeah, you're welcome to try. You're welcome to try.
Way too high for my taste, then, in that case.
So let's speculate on what those movies are going to be because we have nothing but time right now to fill.
So okay, all right, that's fun. A little fun game.
So if let's just keep with Guardians and then Fantastic Four and then Blade. The next movie, what do you do after Blade? Because you're assuming Blade is going to be dark, right? Hoping now, if they've talked about leaving Deadpool rated R, do you also make Blade rated R and make it in that compartmentalized universe? They're in the MCU, but they're in this own little bubble type of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
But then you don't. Do you want to come back with something comedy like Deadpool 3 after that, or do you want to like start X-Men? Do you start with an X-Men beginning? Do you start with a Wolverine, and then do you do so Wolverine is strong enough to stand on his own for a movie. Are any other X-Men strong enough to stand on their own for a movie? Probably not. Maybe Rogue. I guess they tried to do Gambit a lot, but it never came to fruition.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna ask Channing Tatum to come back
again and again.
Please come back for the third time. We need your Cajun accent.
We swear we're gonna make it this time. We swear. So then, yeah. So do you roll it out
Oh
with
my God.
a Wolverine movie, or do you roll it out with an X-Men Charles Xavier like beginning, like reset of we're throwing out all the Fox stuff you knew. Maybe they don't
Yeah.
like they have to do at least some of the classic team, but do they throw in? I don't know. Do they throw in Havoc right away, like the Summers brothers? Do the Summers get their own? Um, and then if you're doing Guardians 3, do you throw the Starjammers into Guardians 3, and then
They
that
said the
connects to the
Ravagers.
Summers?
The Ravagers was going to be a huge thing in Galaxy, or sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And I don't really think that opens up to too much, right? For the Ravagers, because I can't remember.
Well, they were talking about a show, but I don't know that James Gunn. I think James Gunn shut that idea down.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so if it's Ravagers, maybe the Ravagers run into the Starjammers, or maybe the Ravagers run into the Shi'ar Empire and Melandra. Like, does that movie and Fantastic Four kick off the expanded universe of like the Shi'ar Empire and Starjammers
Okay.
and
Okay. 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 I got a theory, like a
okay, all
weird,
right. Here's the
small
dash theory.
theory. So in the so before the Eternals trailer,
Right.
we had spoken off air about no, Jonathan,
Yeah.
please. I'm gonna talk about it. I got it. No, it's fine. They're not gonna sue. We're okay. If I guess right, then it'll be a star moment. We'll skyrocket in the chart. Okay. We had talked about previous that when Thanos did the first snap,
Yeah.
that it released like this crazy amount of energy and like
Yeah.
this whole thing, and then they explored that in, oh my God, what did they explore it in? Which movie was it? Was it Infinity War or was it Endgame? No, it was Endgame because it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
sorry. So they said it
Yeah.
that they're like, oh, yeah, this huge energy blast, but
Right.
they didn't really go too far past that.
Yeah.
And then in the Eternals trailer, they also mention it again,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they
That
say about the power just fucking being so immense and like
right.
crazy.
Right.
So I feel like at something point in time, they're gonna hint towards this power being maybe towards like X-Men or something, or oh, fuck, I don't even know, like
But
changing the universe to the point where, I
like it
don't know.
mutated genes of some people.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
basically, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, man. There's a lot
So
of
then how
movies
do
before
you
that. It's that's so far off.
yeah,
Unless
I'm
they
not
hint at it throughout the movies that are going forward, which I could see too.
I just don't know like if they did that, it would be hard to give a backstory of like of all like the mutants are born that way. Like we'd have to be 30 years in the future, right? And
Yeah.
and Logan is 200 years old. So by the time he gets
Yeah.
to be Weapon X. So I mean, the two theories are your theory and multiverse theory of like suddenly they've popped up in this after Doctor Strange fucks with it, right? Maybe they do some combination of both and they do like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, okay. So I could see, I love that we're going off on a weird tangent. Fine. I could see like maybe at the end of Doctor Strange, after they put everything together, they think they fixed everything,
Right.
right? And perhaps after they had, perhaps put it back together or fixed it, one little leftover tidbit could be, mutated genes or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Um, and then that would open it up for, Thor, Love and Thunder. You're off in a different fucking planet. Shit's going on. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Earth doesn't even consider whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I mean, you're looking at a pretty much mostly Wakanda based situation. I can't remember. I saw like a small preview of what it could be about, and I already forget. So there's that.
Okay.
The Marvels is going to be, I would say, is going to be pretty grounded. I feel
Well,
with
it's definitely gonna be Captain Marvel, it's gonna be Miss Marvel, and probably Monica Rambeau.
yeah, yeah, of course.
Although she's Sword now, so I don't know. Maybe they come to Earth to deal with something, or maybe they grab Miss Marvel to go deal with something else.
Yeah.
I guess we'll get a better sense of that from the Miss Marvel show whenever that
Yes.
comes out, which I think is next year, but it comes out before the movie, right? So,
Yeah.
hmm.
It's
Okay.
tough.
Yeah, I just wish that Kevin Feige would call me and just tell me the whole thing, and then I
Why doesn't he just call all of us?
yeah,
Uh,
why is he leaving this in suspense for us?
that-
There's no way that they gain anything from us speculating endlessly week to week on what's gonna happen next. Yeah,
for countless viewers, yeah. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Um. So, well, with Kang being hmm, with Kang being like positioned as the big bad guy, Kang doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the X-Men, though.
Right. So, like, where do you think he's gonna pop up? Like, he's gonna pop up, obviously, Doctor Strange, probably. He's gonna
Yeah,
pop up. He's obviously made the major guy in Ant-Man. So, like,
yeah.
what? Like, he's gonna be in what, 2 or 3 movies until he's defeated in Quantum Mania, and then we start with a
Oh, you
new
think he's
bad.
done in Quantum Mania? See, I don't think he will a really be a villain until Quantum Mania. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
what I feel.
I don't think he's the villain in um Multiverse of Madness.
No, he's not.
I think Wanda might be the villain in Multiverse of
I'm pretty
Madness.
sure that's what they're setting it up for. Is that he's gonna fight Wanda.
So whether Kang's like in the background, kind of like the evil Kang is in the background, kind of like pushing buttons. I'm not sure he's really
Cool.
the big bad guy till Quantum Mania. I don't think the Marvels will have anything to do with him.
I don't think
Um,
so.
and Love and Thunder is Gore. So and the start of that run. So they took their inspiration from Mighty Thor run as Jane Foster's Thor, and then Jason Aaron run because Gore is a Jason Aaron villain. Um,
Yeah.
and he also has the Necro Sword, which could lead to Null, which is the god of all symbiotes. They're
Yeah.
gonna lead that into Spider-Man and Venom and whatever, right? But like the start of the Jason Aaron run, it starts with Thor like living on Earth with other Vikings in like 900 AD. Like he's just a regular Viking, just going
Yeah.
around drinking beer, raiding and having fun. And then he it goes back and forth, but yeah. So I like it would be funny to see Chris Hemsworth as like just a regular Viking guy who knows he's a god.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
hanging out with my bros, my human bros.
Throwing down Viking
Yeah,
style.
let's get drunk. Um,
Amazing.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, so we know for sure that that Jonathan Majors is in it, man.
Yeah.
Um, but does he continue after that, or is that the end of Kang? Like, I don't feel like maybe 2 movies is enough for him to be like the big bad villain. Like, I'm not expecting it looking at this list for him to be the villain till 2024,
Yeah. Of course.
but maybe like the untitled, not maybe Fantastic. Oh, maybe Fantastic Four is the end of that with like the Negative Zone. Maybe
Maybe.
somehow
Yeah.
that plays a role. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, we're just pulling ideas out of our butts. So
Right out of our buttholes.
yeah. So 10 minutes left in the auction on usellcomics.com.
10
If anyone
minutes.
has books to sell, like we were doing an ad this week. Some vendors have put up some nice stuff. Actually, let's go over that right now. Some new vendors.
Oh,
We're getting
yeah.
vendors every week, which is good.
Sounds
Putting up
good.
some good stuff.
Mm.
So there. Oh yeah. So vendor put up a nice J. Scott Campbell negative space cover of Rogue. Like
Oh,
he,
nice.
yeah, he
Wow.
does. There's one like that he did of Luke for a Star Wars one, which is
Oh,
really nice.
that's cool.
Um, there's a Spider-Man one too, which is good. It's just I don't know. I love that Rogue One. Spider-Man, some Venom. Oh, there's Avengers 267, which Kang was on the cover. Um, Silver Surfer is up this week. Spider-Man. Oh yeah,
Come
so
on,
there's some nice something is killing the children. Wait, where'd that go? Oh, maybe he sold it. Oh no, it's right there. There's something is killing children. Eighth print in a 9.8 signed by James Tinian himself.
Oh,
Did you see 9.8? First appearance of Erica Slaughter. What a
nice.
great name by Tinian, Erica Slaughter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So that's up for sale for 174 from Sam's Comics.
Hmm.
What else we got here?
Hi, buddy. Okay.
Something is
Sorry, just
killing
talking to my
children.
cat.
Oh, number 2 second print. And
Ooh.
something is killing children number 15 and 9.8. So that's up. Spider Gwen number 1 and a Phantom Gold Encore variant.
Off to the spoiler.
Spider Woman number 1. Some Moon Knight, Amazing McFarlane, Amazing Spider-Man 299 and 9.2. What's got here? Oh yeah, and I think we talked about this last week, but just to reiterate, some nice Hulk keys up. Hulk 101 or 102, sorry, and Hulk 180, cameo appearance of Wolverine, and Star Wars number 1 newsstand, a 9.8. Oh yeah, there's that Sins of Norman Osborn, um, J. Scott, John Tyler Christopher, negative space variant. So that's up
Ooh.
from the Rogue Trader. Yeah, so
Nice.
every day new stuff is going up.
Going up.
There's another update or upload coming from the local shop this week with some Silver Age stuff. I don't know what's in it yet. He hasn't given me a preview, but that's coming.
Okay.
And then yeah, some new vendors sent up last week, this like an hour before we got on air, another vendor signed up.
Nice.
So first 3 months free, no commission ever. $10 a month for bin pricing, 20 for auctions if you want to run auctions. There's frequently asked questions with a lot of good stuff on it. The seller dashboard's a little bit different than like your typical eBay or something like that. And the site like so I'll give you an example of how many options there are with the site. I guess I had a vendor this week want to offer local pickup, but then he wanted to give it a discount for local pickup because he was just including free shipping in the shipping in the price of the book he put up for sale. And but if someone wanted to buy and come pick it up, he wanted to give a discount. And since we offer local pickup, you can actually go in and do set the cost of local pickup to a minus. So anyone who would pick up,
Oh,
yeah, so anyone who chose local pickup, it would knock whatever price, like $2 off or $3 off your total at checkout because you were coming to pick it up. So like, there's definitely some sweet options like that for the
that's
site
not bad.
to give you like some more flexibility in your pricing structure and putting items up, etc. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so there's a pretty helpful frequently asked questions, and there's a bunch of tutorials at the
Cool.
bottom, like how do I add taxes, how do I list an item, scheduling, cross sell, set up shipping for your store, etc. etc. Those super helpful. Um,
Sweet.
so if you sign up or just want to know what the site's about, definitely look through the last questions. We're also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Wait, did I put up the Twitter link on? I'm not sure I did. Let me look. Oh nope, I didn't. I didn't have them put the Twitter link up. We are on Twitter. It's the thing I use least.
I said that I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's fine.
But you can follow us on any other platforms there if you want.
All of them.
Yeah, and if you ever have any questions, by all means, get a hold of us on one of those or the contact on the site. Yeah, so there are 4 minutes left.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. 4 minutes left in the 1 hour auctions today with some Wolverine stuff. It's all new Wolverine #1, Wolverine
So
#8.
Yeah.
Uncanny X-Men 222, classic battle of X-Men versus Marauders. Oh, there are also some other auctions going on right now. I'll show those.
Let's peep them.
So Marvel Superheroes #1, X-Men 282 versus Planets of Bishop, which he's got to show up in the MCU. The X-Men iteration. They like. So I don't know if you've ever watched Lupin or Lupin, however you want to say it. If you want to say it with a French accent, by all means, Lupin on Netflix. It's the same actor Omar Sy who was in that show that was Bishop.
Yeah.
And when you watch Lupin and then you remember that he was Bishop, how criminally they gave him like 2 minutes of screen time total for Days of Future Past. Waste. Like, why did you waste that act? Why did you waste that actor on that role? Because like he should do it again. But I'm sure he's already. I'm sure that bridge has been burned. Although, like with Idris Elba and Heimdall, like he was. They didn't give him a lot to do either until Thor: Dark World, and then they did that to him. So.
Right.
Stop wasting good actors or suing them. Those are probably 2 good things to do for Marvel. Or not do.
I forgot about
that. Deadpool Nerdy 30, Clayton Crane Virgin variant, Venom 33, King and Black Gleason variant, limited to 2,500 copies. That's up for auction. Daredevil 25, X-Men Silver Age, X-Men 26. Oh, another X23, the Real Virgin variant. And Amazing Spider-Man 55 Gleason variant is also up right now as well. Yeah. So, believe we're doing another stream next week on Friday, but we'll coordinate together, Josh and I, and then we'll talk to Jonathan.
Fucking
See what his
Friday should be fine.
Schedule is, but
he never makes a schedule.
Yeah, so just watch for our social. We usually post on Monday of when the stream's going to be for Friday at what time. It might be a little worse when hockey season starts, of like me trying to figure it out. And football season has now started as well, but
makes it tough.
But yeah, so thanks for watching if you were able to watch, and check out usefulcomics.com. I was Matt, and that was Josh, and we're thanking you for checking the stream. Thanks. Have a good night.